Democracy versus dictatorship, the global struggle for power and freedom. Welcome to The Truth is AI, your gateway to exploring the powerful forces shaping our world and the future of humanity. Today, we delve into one of the most complex and consequential battles of our time, the enduring clash between democracy and dictatorship. This ongoing struggle is not confined to politics but extends to economics, technology, culture, and the very framework of human civilization. If these topics ignite your curiosity, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay connected as we embark on this journey of discovery and exploration. For humanity, the pendulum has always swung between opposing forces: freedom and control, choice and coercion, self-determination and submission. At the heart of this tension lies an age-old rivalry between democracy and dictatorship. These two systems, fundamentally at odds, now compete to define what the future of governance, innovation, and societal values will look like. In this video, we will break down the core dimensions of their conflict in a manner that invites curiosity and sharpens informed analysis. Democracies represent a model of decentralization and cooperative governance. Forming a web of interconnected alliances such as NATO and the European Union, they promote ideals of liberty, equality, and shared prosperity. Through collaboration, democracies have fashioned a framework of partnerships that has yielded unprecedented levels of technological innovation, educational progress, and economic development. These systems use their collective strength to exert influence globally, advocating for justice, opportunity, and human rights. In stark contrast, authoritarian regimes are growing their influence in ways that strike at the democratic world order. China emerges as a striking example, transforming from a closed economy into the world's second-largest superpower. It blends state capitalism with rigid political control, wielding that combination to project power across continents. Meanwhile, Russia employs cyberattacks, misinformation, and hybrid warfare, asserting its role as an ideological and military disruptor despite its economic limitations. The democratic and authoritarian camps, therefore, transcend mere competition. They embody rival philosophies. While democracies embrace accountability, the rule of law, and inclusivity, dictatorships centralize power, prioritize efficiency in decision-making, and stifle dissent. This ideological chasm defines their struggle to shape not only their nations but global governance. Economic dominance serves as both a tool of persuasion and a fortress of defense in this multifaceted conflict. Democracies, hosting the richest economies, lead global GDP rankings. Their financial strength underpins international trade networks, groundbreaking technologies, and robust funding for human development. Yet they face extraordinary challenges in countering authoritarian systems, particularly China, which has adeptly leveraged economic globalization to advance its agenda. Consider China's Belt and Road Initiative, a sprawling infrastructure project likened to a modern Silk Road. Through this program, China has extended loans and investments to developing nations in Asia, Africa, and beyond. At first glance, it appears to be an engine for global development. Upon closer examination, however, it reveals a mechanism of control. Nations enticed by loans often find themselves mired in debt dependency, forced into relationships that compromise their autonomy. Equally troubling is the fusion of economics with authoritarian surveillance. China's social credit system, which marries capitalism with state oversight, grants us a glimpse of how economic tools can be weaponized for political conquest. In contrast, democracies must grapple with a slower, more deliberate approach to decision-making due to their emphasis on transparency and checks and balances. While this deliberation often appears to hinder their agility, it also ensures long-term accountability and fosters resilience. When economic leverage transcends the pursuit of prosperity to become a mechanism for ideological domination, the stakes increase exponentially. The challenge for democracies lies in countering authoritarian expansion without betraying their foundational principles of fairness and liberty. The 21st century battlefield has increasingly shifted into cyberspace, where technology emerges as the most decisive weapon. Democracies were the pioneers of the internet and social media, opening new frontiers for free expression and collective knowledge exchange. But what was designed as a democratizing force has also created vulnerabilities, an unintended consequence that authoritarian regimes have been quick to exploit. Russia's interference in elections and disinformation networks demonstrate how cyberspace can destabilize democratic nations. Simultaneously, China's highly regulated digital ecosystem showcases its use of technology not only to govern its own people but also to assert its influence abroad. These regimes understand that manipulating the flow of information allows them to rewrite political and cultural narratives. Even more concerning, perhaps, is the rise of artificial intelligence as a force for authoritarian consolidation. Technologies like China's AI-driven surveillance systems track billions of people in real time, predicting behavior and suppressing dissent before it manifests. This digital panopticon offers a disturbing vision of a future stripped of privacy, individuality, and choice. The question becomes increasingly urgent. Can democracies provide a compelling alternative when their systems risk being outpaced by the ruthless efficiency of centralized power? For democracies, the path forward demands innovation that adheres to ethical principles. Striking a balance between advancing technologies and safeguarding privacy is essential if they hope to retain the trust and faith of their citizens. The rift between democracy and dictatorship goes far deeper than economics or technology. It is also a battle over culture and ideology, a fight for the imagination and values of humanity. In democracies, openness and diversity are celebrated, fueling creativity, art, innovation, and progress. Ideas compete freely, contributing to a culture of continuous improvement and robust public discourse. Yet these very freedoms are exploited by authoritarian regimes, which spread propaganda, misinformation, and disruption via intentionally divisive campaigns on social media platforms. Authoritarian regimes approach culture as an extension of their control. Consider Russia's state-sponsored media or China's censorship of global entertainment, from Hollywood films to digital platforms, shaping narratives to support their strategic objectives. The manipulation of culture and information not only reinforces their grip domestically, but also dampens the allure of democracy abroad. In this war of narratives, the stakes are immense. Can democracies maintain their appeal when social media amplifies discord and distrust within their own societies? Conversely, how resilient are authoritarian regimes in pushing propaganda when their citizens have access to alternative viewpoints through technology they cannot fully control? The cultural dimension thus serves as the crucible in which public opinion and ideological alignment are forged. Both sides recognize that this fight, more than any other, has profound implications for the future of governance, creativity, and human rights. At the center of this global clash lies the human cost. Beneath the political strategies and economic maneuvers are the lives of billions who yearn for dignity, opportunity, and freedom. Democracies, despite their flaws, guarantee foundational rights like freedom of speech, assembly, and the press, though these freedoms face constant pressure, both internally and externally. More alarming is the plight of individuals living in authoritarian systems, where surveillance and repression define daily life. For many, the dream of freedom is just that, a dream. The dismantling of democratic freedoms in Hong Kong serves as a glaring example. Once celebrated as a vibrant, thriving metropolis, it has rapidly descended into a controlled state, its people silenced and its future uncertain. In Russia, political dissenters and independent journalists face imprisonment, exile, or worse. These stories remind us of what is truly at stake, not just for nations, but for individuals. Each act of oppression chips away at humanity's collective potential for innovation, collaboration, and progress. For visionary minds, the erosion of freedom anywhere represents a loss everywhere. As the 21st century unfolds, we stand at an unparalleled crossroads. This battle is not merely a geopolitical chess game. It is a defining moment, a struggle not for land or resources, but for humanity's soul. What future will we choose? Will democratic values such as liberty, collaboration, and inclusion prevail, or will the allure of authoritarian efficiency, centralization, and control dominate the world? The challenges are great on both sides. Democracies grapple with rising populism, economic inequality, and political polarization, flaws that weaken their internal cohesion. Dictatorships, while appearing stable, must contend with internal dissent, economic inefficiencies, and the risks inherent in authoritarian overreach. Neither system holds a guarantee of success, leaving the outcome of this battle to be written by our choices, actions, and leadership. For democracies, rejuvenation lies in strengthening alliances, addressing systemic inequalities, and fostering innovation without compromising their ethical foundations. More critically, citizens must advocate for accountability, holding leaders to high standards while cherishing the principles of freedom that form the backbone of democratic life. The stakes could not be higher. In defining the systems that govern, we are also defining the values that will shape our next century. By choosing the path of inclusion, transparency, and collaboration, we can ensure a future that honors not just survival, but progress for all of humanity. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the intricate dynamics between democracy and dictatorship. These systems represent more than governance. They embody the clash of values shaping our world. If this video sparked your curiosity or gave you a new perspective, please hit that like button to show your support. Don't forget to subscribe to The Truth is AI for more thought-provoking explorations of the forces shaping our future. Join the conversation in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Until next time, stay curious and keep questioning the world around you. See you in the next video.